Well, Alice, it seems we both got autism, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
He's Red October, Saint learning no manners. You love me when I ain't sober.
Please.
Like when I'm hungover.
Oh,
even when I blow doja.
Doja. It's a type of weed.
Okay.
Now then your auntie came over.
Go to your bitch, no shoulders. Telling you that I'm bogus. Bitch, you don't even know us. Baby girl, he's a loner.
Oh, you took it too
Baby
far.
girl, he's a loner. One cold night. Wait, no.
You fucked up.
I fucked up.
Now, I think you spoiled it, but I was going to guess, because I have no idea. Those sound like Yeezy raps.
Those are Yeezy raps.
Okay, I could just tell because they suck.
It's my favorite track.
It's a great song.
I love it.
I mean, actually, the better track is Blood on the Leaves because you get those sick trap horns. Trap horns.
Trap horns are great.
We know about that trap life.
Yeah.
Speaking of the trap life,
Shrugs.
We're doing it right now. We're actually packaging crack cocaine as we...
I-
We just do this like as a way to pass the time while we package crack cocaine.
because you don't know, but we have very long cables on our microphones.
Steven actually going to eat Fritos while we record podcast.
Oh, we're recording?
Dude.
Nigger.
Oh, sick.
Oh shit.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome.
Well, at least you're enthusiastic about it.
Trim that. I don't want to use racial slurs. That's
Too late, motherfucker.
okay. And
Yeah, I don't want to say pussy online.
Speech has consequences, Ethan.
so you don't know this, listener, but these cables on these microphones that we don't use wireless because we're not that rich. Because we're crack business isn't that good. But Steven is actually cooking rock on the stove right now. Declan is packaging crack cocaine, and I'm just over here fucking rolling blunts.
You're pouring lye on the bodies in the bathtub.
What does this have to do with
That's-
cables and
While
wireless?
smoking a blunt. I'm really good at fucking rolling blunts.
You're a multitasker.
I can roll a blunt while fucking pouring lye.
Yeah.
That's why you have me here. That's why you keep me around.
Just a few months ago, you couldn't roll one at all.
I
Now
can't-
look at you.
I can't cook the sickest crack rock, but I can certainly fucking get rid of a body.
And I
Not to,
can't tie
like-
my shoes, but I can fuck your bitch.
Damn.
Damn.
Not to intrude upon Viper's territory, because he makes the best crack.
Allegedly, yes. But we're far away from him, I think. Hopefully he's
Yeah,
not in
we're
Canada.
outside his territory.
You know that-
for now, I mean, he's expanding rapidly.
Ontario has a really bad crack problem because we're the problem.
I
Because
hear
we
they
make the
have-
best
I
crack.
hear they have some fault lines up there.
It's like the one person that just brings the average up a lot.
Oh, it's
Just
just
like everyone's fine. It's just
it's
us
just-
that bring it up.
It's just fucking
so
Frank
much.
over there.
It's just the mayor of Toronto.
Oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
right.
Yeah. Wait, was that crack or meth?
It was crack.
That was crack. Okay, makes sense.
Crack.
That was crack, bitch.
So, Three Weebos podcast.
Us,
you
me.
may have heard
Yep.
of us.
Hanging out.
You may know who we are, where we're from, and what we do. And what we do is we sling fucking podcast about anime goodness. Damn. And this is Ethan, and that's
It's Steven over here.
and then that one,
And I'm D Wizzy,
D-Wizzy, aka Declan to his family.
aka the.
But
sad
D-Wizzy
man.
is
The sad
second aunt.
the sad man who cries. And we are giving you the second half of our winter anime previews 2016. Woo!
You've been asking for it, and we are here to deliver.
I'm gonna fucking
Give you these scoops.
right to your ear doors.
Yes.
And
The doors that are your ears.
which are the window to the soul. Most people don't know this.
Isn't that eyes?
Don't worry. If eyes
thought
are
it
the
was
windows, then your ears are your doors.
Or like your like your vents, like the dryer, like that makes a lot of fog in the winter. Like you can crawl through
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's useful. It comes in handy.
Speaking of useful, we're gonna give you
the
our
most useful
impressions
thing you'll ever need.
of the hottest new animes. What are we watching?
The opinions that the lamestream anime media doesn't want you to hear.
Lame stream.
We're outside the fucking mainstream, bro.
Underground.
We
We are the neutral
I'm-
milk hotel
I
of
stopped-
anime podcasts.
I stopped biking.
We've gone insane. We've lost our minds, and now we just
Yes.
wander around playing the anime guitar.
We're going to stop for about 10 years, then come back.
And don't you dare fucking record me with the video camera when I'm performing. I will lose my
This is a
shit.
reference I don't understand.
Jeff Mangum
Mangum.
lost his mind when somebody pulled the camera out.
I mean, he's never found it. You can't just say he lost it once.
So
I lost my marbles. I never had them, but I lost them.
I stopped pouring lye onto a body, and I'm now pedaling a bicycle to power our generator in order to get you this podcast.
You can, you have your full attention on.
I thought that's why you bought all
Japanimation.
those hamsters, though.
They died. I gave them too much crack. So, what are we talking about? Let's forget about that yarn we just spun.
Okay, we're abandoning that narrative.
Yes.
How about a show that we all watched start things off?
Right.
That we may not have all enjoyed, but we all watched it.
Yes.
A little show called, you may have heard of it, called Active Raid Kido
Active
Kyoshu
Raid.
Shitsu da Hake.
So I was really not into the show upon first watch,
First watch.
or for the beginning of the episode.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, so before we give opinions, because I'm an asshole, I just had to get that out there. This is a mech show.
Production IMS.
Production IMS, which is
Anime original.
the retarded cousin of Production IG.
Nope.
But not actually, 'cause they make
they're
really good
probably,
stuff.
They're probably related
Yeah,
in some way. Hell
but-
if I know. This is going to be 2 split cores.
Really?
Yeah, which
That's-
I was shocked
Gives
by.
you a lot of narrative.
What do you mean by that?
It's
There's
really
going to be 24 or around 24
Okay.
episodes, and the second half is going to air in the summer.
rather than next season,
okay.
which would be spring.
Yes.
So this is a mech show about
Sort of mechs, but more like bodysuits.
biomech, if you will.
Sure.
Because it about a government organization who stops terrorism in their super secret using
Yes.
mechs.
The year 2035.
And the mechs are called willwares, which is a dumb name for anything.
It sure is. Doesn't even sound cool in Japanese.
Nope. The protagonist of the show is Asami Kazari, a low-ranking government official who's recently been assigned to this
Was this a guy
group.
or girl?
This is a girl.
This is a girl.
This is the lady girl who you
The
may
one on
know.
the train in the beginning?
Yes.
Okay.
And she is assigned to this organization. And
This unit of like terrorist fighters.
Yes.
The Unit 8, I believe.
Yes, you're right.
Supposedly because they're like a unit of like loose cannon goofballs, like
Yeah.
Bad Company style or fucking a lot of other things that I can't think of.
Three kings. Except they're about stealing things.
Sure, yes, but like it's this like they don't play by the rules. They
They do the opposite of that.
sure.
Well,
She's got to go either determine if they should be disbanded or like whip. She wants to like whip them into shape.
Yeah, because she's going to be the hard edge. She's going to be straight edge, straight and narrow, and fucking guide them to being a successful group.
Even though we find out at the end of the episode that she's like under 20.
And the group also functions really well and does its job.
Yeah.
So
plus they
We'll get to that.
they like do everything by the rules. Like they have to call someone
yeah.
like a high.
okay, let's get to that.
Yeah,
Let's get to
we'll
that.
get to that.
So, this organization stops. They have to go stop a terrorist thing, and she's
using their cop train.
she's
Oh, I thought they're
she's
just petty thefts or
what
thieves.
I mean. These are people in mech suits causing terror and wreaking havoc.
Okay.
These are unlicensed mech suits, probably.
Sure.
And she's thrown into the thick of things as she watches them carry out a mission
Right. In their cop train.
in their cop train.
I like the cop train. It's really dumb.
yeah.
And
It's just a police car train.
Just to wait for other trains to get out of the
she's
way.
to pass other trains. Oh, it's
no time to get her grips. She has to.
just immediate.
Yeah, and they do tactic stuff. So they dispatch 2 pilots who exchange witty banter the entire time, which I
Yeah,
like.
one of them is like sort of the like the lovable rogue guy who like is sort of sassy. Like he shows up and he's got like another suspect from a different case, and he just kind of ties her up and then does this one.
But he's good at heart.
yes, and he also he also.
Was this the guy with the
You'd
scar?
think he doesn't. You think he kind of like skirts by the rules, but he also. It turns out like he knows the rules better than she does, which
Isn't
is
it
weird.
awesome? So, and then was that Senna Sorichiro?
Is that the guy with the
one?
scar? on
This
the
is the
face?
I gave up trying to write down names.
That's
So
fine, yeah.
They introduce a lot of characters at once because it's just like, hey, here's the unit, here's all of them.
The only ones that I have note on are Asami Kazari and Yamabuki Rin, who is she is a bridge bunny.
Which one is the cool trash sorting guy?
Don't know.
All right,
And
there's a computer girl. There's a maintenance man who likes ankles.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
And So these guys stop these criminals who are doing something that we don't.
Yeah, these teenagers they robbed a bank,
Yeah, they robbed a bank.
stole a bunch of golds,
Yep.
and they chase them through the city, and eventually they get them.
So the thing about this show is that, something that stood out to me is that they obey the laws.
Yeah.
The cops, mech cops, carry out the law in like a logical way. Like
These loose cannon goofballs aren't very loose cannon.
No, they're
I
very
was
much
expecting them to be like a bunch of like drunk.
No.
like,
I'm
trucker
under
type.
the impression that they are like a really kind of low, unimportant part of government, and so they have a lot of bosses. You know,
Maybe.
just like
a lot of oversight.
yeah.
Yeah. So they
They're like
they're
the
reading
Parks
they're
Department or
reading
something.
these guys' rights. They're not
Yeah,
immediately going to lethal force.
They're-
They have to call their higher ups and say, hey, can we go to phase 7 now?
yeah, phase.
Yeah, they're analyzing all of the like. Okay,
damage
they're-
control. They're not going to just trash this entire city.
Yeah, that was another weird thing
Are
is
they-
they can't like risk shutting down the power in one of the districts because of an anime studio. Like the anime studio is on a deadline and it's like controlling politicians. What kind of commentary is this?
Well, it's
Is it-
anime
a
and
great
politics.
one.
Yes.
I don't understand.
This anime studio is running the campaign for a politician.
What?
Fuck you.
That's the dumbest thing.
Yeah, I like it though.
I guess. It's, yeah.
I love it.
So, you know, no, we can keep going forever with these. We can't. You
Our
can't.
protagonist, I like that she occasionally bursts into spouts of English.
Yes.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
Excuse me, boss.
Yeah.
And so the mechs are applied in an interesting way. They don't suit up. They get sprayed on with these biochemical things that form mech suits, like Iron Man style. Have
Or
you-
it's like, isn't there like a bodysuit underneath it, and then you get
Yes.
the metal stuff strapped onto
Are you
you?
familiar-
When the battery runs out, it just disintegrates.
And then
which
it all
is
falls off
which is
you.
neat. And this
It's a tool to obtain nudity in this mech show.
Yes.
and it reminds me of the Extremis thing from Iron Man. Do you know what Extremis is?
I know.
At what point Iron Man makes nanomachines that are in his bloodstream, and then he can just summon the Iron Man suit at will because they don't want him carrying it around
Fucking
anymore.
midichlorians.
So basically midichlorians, and this is like that, but I like it. Yeah, I started.
This show's got jazz.
It's
in
got
in its robot fights.
Oh yeah.
it's got post job beering up, which I like. I like it when they went to the bar at
Yes,
the
they're
end.
all buds. The robot fights remind me a lot of Code Geass Akito the Exile, which I only watched the first one, but it's jazz and like robot fights, and the robots are skating along the
Yeah,
streets.
they,
I
one of
wonder-
them has
like
skis
that.
at one point.
yeah.
And I like that this is a job. It's not like they're calling in life to be mech pilots. They're just cops. They're it's at one point I think somebody actually says like, you know, it's a job. It's not
a
like
job.
it's not my life. You know, and I like that.
At one point, the robots just jump onto this little plane. It's like
That is a good escape
that was
plan.
the silliest part, where suddenly a
definitely.
plane rolls by and they just like
No,
jump
it's-
onto
it's
Which was hilarious.
It's either
gigantic,
escape.
gigantic robots the size of the.
Or jump onto a
it
Cessna.
was planned.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that was the implication. Yes.
Well, the guy in the plane just fucking died, so I guess it wasn't a very
yeah.
good plan. But yeah, these giant robots just hanging onto this little tiny passenger, not even passenger plane. It's like a
Prop
little
plane.
Yeah, a little prop plane. And then also half the city is quicksand, which they let.
Oh,
which they
yeah.
let
I
slide
I did
real
not
quick.
I did not understand that.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Neither did
going
I.
on in this world.
Fuck it.
Maybe they'll talk more about
It's
it.
the future.
I think they show the villain real quick, and he's just like in a chair soliloquizing to a confused lolly, which is very funny.
Yep, which is how I live my life
Standing
personally.
next to him, go while he talks about the world and things, how it's messed up.
So this show won me over. I thought it was bad at first, and then I kind of came around on
Yeah.
it.
It's not bad, yeah. It's just there's not a ton going for it.
It's fine.
It's anime.
Functional
Sure,
anime.
boy, 24 episodes though.
Oh,
Whoa.
that. It's
Yeah.
dark twists. Okay. So what else?
This is
you got
one
for
of
me?
many shows this season that's like tries to incorporate social media
Yep.
a lot into it, like because like it
Oof.
seems like shows feel like they have to do that
Yeah.
now. Like whenever something happens in a show, they have to show fictional people on social media reacting to
the
it.
thing. Yeah, like
Yes.
whoa, reacting to this crazy thing that's going on. Like, yeah, everything ever has done that, and I think nothing.
Giant robot, robot fight, CNN report, reaction.
Nothing will ever do that
Gakugarashi almost
better.
destroy Steven's life.
Nothing will ever do that better than fucking Do Rah Rah Rah. Do Rah 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 has the best. And it's not even really a social media thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say social media. Was it
Okay.
2008?
And I guess also I liked the way that Gachimon did it. Gachimon crowds.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, that show's kind of that's at least kind of a theme of that show.
Yeah, it's very.
Not
It's
like-
like the thing.
It is the thing.
So
How the fuck is cyberbullying real?
it's fine. What's up? What's up next? What we got on the docket?
I don't know, Ethan. There's a show that just you watched.
Uh-huh.
I think, unless you didn't, but you probably did. Called. Oh, actually, no. Wait, hold on. I got it. It's right. Do I got it?
Boop, 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 do, 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 do.
Maybe there wasn't anything.
Steven. Past time.
Oh, right. You watched the PA Works show, Haruchika.
Oh, that was PA Works.
That is because I gave it. I guess why I gave it to you. 'Cause
Oh, that's
it's
right,
like,
that's right.
You like their garbage. Sometimes it's a show about bands. A band.
This has so there's a girl.
Give it to me.
Her name
Give it
is
to me hard.
Chica,
That makes sense.
and she's a quirky girl.
Never.
And she's a very energetic girl. She's outgoing and kind of like abrasive.
What instrument does she play?
She plays the skin flute. No, I'm just kidding. Oh,
Oh,
I couldn't believe it.
she plays the actual flute. And
are you finding one or
Finding what?
never mind?
she wants to be a normal, like a cute girl. She wants to be a girl who's like, oh, me, you know what I mean, and like just
little old me.
little old me cheek.
Yeah.
And
pointing.
but she can't stop. She can't avoid her reputation as.
Can't stop being a bitch.
And every time
Fucking
anybody points
cunt.
it out to her, she reacts in a way that she would react when she was not a cute girl, and
Okay.
she gets all extreme.
Wait, where's my? Nope.
That's
Okay.
okay. So, the volleyball club wants to recruit her. By the way, she's in high school, freshman in high school. Duh.
Anime.
Whoa.
Anime
You already
happened.
said it's anime. Like you don't need to.
So,
Done it.
volleyball club wants her to join because she was notoriously a very good volleyball player, and she does volleyball shit on accident because people keep like situations call
You know,
for her to do a thing.
Just has balls heading towards her a lot.
She tries.
Yeah.
She has to catch a thing that's falling, and then she does it in a way it's like superior form, whatever.
Oh, she's just like you in high school.
What?
Yeah, help me.
You
out.
caught a thing and impressed people. Remember?
Oh, I impressed one person.
All right. Well, that's enough.
Have I told this? I've told this.
You've
story,
told
right?
that story
Okay.
in the podcast.
I've caught things before.
So, so something that's
Give me
weird about this
attention.
show is that they're not important characters by any means. They're throwaway. But the volleyball club looks like actual volleyball players.
Like lesbians.
They're tall
Yeah.
and like they're kind of like not masculine, but like they're pretty girls. But they have a bigger body type, a bigger build.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
yes.
it looks in like.
Big old thick thighs.
But yeah, but I'm like, that looks kind of like what they look like, and I like
Sure.
that. I like that aspect of it. It was like,
Why not?
Because usually everyone's like they're adorable, like
Small.
they're
little-
always moe, but they're a little bit less moe, and it's nice.
Less moe.
So Chica really wants to join the brass club at the school.
That just brass.
You know, because
It is-
that's what the flute is.
It is a brass band. They call it a brass band. I don't
Brass
know. I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Okay.
because the flute is totally a brass
It
instrument.
is the flute that she plays.
She plays a flute.
All right.
Woodwind.
I know what it is. They said brass band. So
Is it a woodwind?
she goes to join,
Yes.
and
But there's no wood.
she bumps into
Still considered kind of
she-
like a clarinet or oboe.
she bumps
Look it
into.
It's a different mechanism,
Alright,
though.
fucking-
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't
We're
wanna talk about
arguing
it.
about instruments.
Yeah, no, I want to know this. Look it
Okay,
up.
flute, wood.
I hope I'm not wrong.
No. There's no wood. There's no reed in there. It's
Um,
100. No, you're blowing into a hole. There's no reed in a flute. It's a woodwind
Am I
instrument.
wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong. It's a reed.
Declan.
The flute is in the Wikipedia woodwind instrument article.
I think it's wrong. No, it's probably right, but maybe it's also brass. Who knows?
Well, it's not. They're not made of brass. Yeah.
Whatever.
No. I mean, brass are like you use vibrations with your lips, and flutes you just blow air. So I
Oh,
assume
okay.
it's just a woodwind.
All right. So, back to what I was saying. So she goes to join the club, and then when she goes into the club room, she stumbled across a boy from her childhood.
No way.
They were friends long ago, and the anime happens. And his name is Haruta. He's a girly man. He's an effete loser. He's a beta cuck. Not actually though. He's just kind of cute, and like he's like, oh hey. And she used to bully him when they were kids, even though they were friends. The way that Steven and David interacted.
Yeah.
Maybe not that extreme.
Yeah, we're gonna be romantically
She would eat
involved
all of his
later.
food.
Oh well. That's
So
actually pretty close.
I think there's a major warning sign in this show. I think there's major foreshadowing because he plays a French horn, and a French horn, that's an instrument for perverts because you're just fisting that shit the entire time.
Well,
you better
guess.
be a horrible degenerate if you're playing the French horn.
I like the French one.
I know it's fun. It's a good sounding instrument. It's very farty.
It's very
flatulent.
Well, not
So
really.
the club doesn't have enough members, and they need her to join because anime. And then somebody paints in red paint, but it looks like blood on the chalkboard one day after
PA works
when-
going back to their horror roots.
when nobody's there and like they come in, it's just it's a piece like the notage for a piece on the board, and it's like
Is it upside down?
no.
Fuck, it's not deadly premonition.
And there's a message like, hey, what is the meaning behind this piece? And then it turns out it's all a huge cipher. It's a gigantic cipher. It's a Bach piece, and it's
What?
so they read the notes in German. There's a different German notage for,
Okay.
and it's like it lines up on the note path
Is this
differently.
some kind of music riddle?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
So they
Didn't
read
Bach
it.
I was expecting.
like
I was
a-
expecting
What was it?
teenage
What was
drama.
it? He had an unfinished piece, right?
Oh, is it?
a lot
Probably.
of
No, but there was
I mean, yeah,
there's
they
the
all
one,
had
the most famous one.
Bach,
I didn't write it down.
Unfinished
Symphony was supposed to be his masterpiece.
The Art
Schubert.
of Fugue.
Yes, the Art of Fugue.
Okay.
So it's apart from that, and it turns out
Art of Fugue was not just one place, but that was like a collection.
Is an incomplete work of unspecified instrumentation by
Yes.
Johann Sebastian
Okay.
Bach,
so
written in the last decade of his life.
apparently he wrote his own name into it through notage.
Yes, I remember
And-
hearing
and
about. I remember
it says
knowing
Bach.
this.
It's a and
Sure.
from
Kind
if you
of
read-
created like an H.
So,
note
but that's
somehow.
not the actual.
I should know more about this.
So,
I know-
this is a mystery show. This is a mystery
like
show,
music
under
and
the
stuff.
shit, no kidding.
under the guise of being a musical anime.
Oh my god.
And
Fucking
so
Jesus.
it's actually
I should watch
they
this.
they go through all this crazy bullshit cipher fucking nonsense, and it turns out no,
sure that's
it's
super
it's
interesting.
not a Bach. It's not Bach. It's actually the letters how they align on a keyboard in fuck you.
No, that's kind of. I think that
No,
goes
not
along
not
with-
a musical keyboard. I'm talking about a phone keyboard.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Oh Jesus.
and so it's actually a love letter. Kusakabe, who's the music teacher, and Kusakabe was going to be an elite conductor, but for some reason he stopped, and now he teaches at this school.
Oh man.
Fuck.
He broke his finger
Fuck.
doing something.
It's actually not that bad, but it was a fucking huge. I have in my notes. This is a bit of a stretch because it's just fucking ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous.
Is it boring? Because that's what I always fear with PA work shows is that they're fucking boring. Keep in mind this is also the first episode,
Oh,
which
also-
so it'll be the least boring of all the episodes.
So something of note is that Chica is
gay?
is actually bad. She's bad at playing. The
Oh wait,
instrument.
no, Chica's the
Oh,
girl.
no.
She's
I
just
saw,
well, seeing as how the name of the show is Haru Chica, and the opening of the actual title is very much implying that they will become one.
I wasn't thinking.
They're going to combine with a fusion dance. But I lost my train of thought.
She's bad at her instrument.
She's bad at her instrument, and I kind of like that because she has to practice. She has the
Sure.
gumption, but she doesn't have the talent
Right.
yet. But she's going to learn
And the little blonde boy is actually gay for the teacher.
Almost
I saw a clip of that.
almost definitely.
Almost definitely. No, he admits it.
Oh,
I
he
saw
does?
a clip from this episode.
Did I miss that part?
Did you miss that part?
Maybe I took it in a different way than you did.
Oh no, he declares like a
Ethan's-
rivalry for the teacher with her, I believe.
Maybe
Ethan's gaydar
gay
needs
affection.
repair.
Yes.
Was there a second episode I didn't watch because this is not a
No.
part of this episode? Oh well, whatever.
Maybe I just have a super gay. Maybe I turn things gay in my brain.
It's not great.
Okay.
It's not unwatchable, but it's not one of my favorite things to watch this season. I do like that she's bad though. She's gonna have to earn it. So
She's bad.
so yeah, fine. Yeah.
All right. What else have we got in here? How about what have I got? What have we got?
I got one if you want.
What do
I got
you hit me?
Should we just go for it and talk about?
Maybe we should save that for last.
Okay.
All
right.
Ooh, there's one show that me and Steven watched.
Okay.
What's that?
Luck and Logic.
Oh, that was the last one I watched.
Watash Tachi Luck Logic Boo.
What
Which
is
sounds like a show about a dumb club, but it's like actually serious.
What is it?
It's by Dogakobo, who is a good studio. It's a good studio.
What was the thing that we watched by them recently that I liked?
Recently?
Wasn't there something last season that was good by them?
Oh.
Whatever, it's not important.
No, now I gotta check. I need to know.
Because I know, I remember that I liked something by them.
What's wrong, Steven? This is a podcast about knowledge. We need to know.
Steven, can you give me a Kanye beat and I'll rap over it?
Oh, Umaru-chan, I guess.
Oh, okay, that's their thing. Right?
Or Plastic Memories. Did you watch that?
No.
No? Nozaki-kun?
No, I did watch Nozaki-kun.
Jerome's
Love
in the
Lab.
house. Watch your
Yuri.
mouth.
Oh,
Jerome's
Yuri,
in the
you're so
house.
good.
Watch your math.
Yeah, I need to keep this under control, or else it just reverts into
I wanna
Kanye.
fuck you hard on the
How
sink.
about that new one?
No, please.
Or whatever the fucking beat is.
don't know.
So
No more parties in
this
LA.
show is adapted. It's not adapted, but this is a media franchise. So it's
Cross-promotional.
which means it's a trading card game.
Which means it's garbage.
Which means, well, so it starts out with like a clip. There's a big scary red ball in the middle of the city,
Yep.
and this weird guy with a lot of arms and horns
Yep.
takes it out, and
That's
then
cool.
it turns out that it's actually a video that the protagonist is watching on his iPad, and he's
Yep.
watching a video of himself doing this cool thing 2 years ago, and now he's just a normal dude. But for some reason, he had 4 arms and horns, and he destroyed a giant red ball
That's interesting.
on the top of a skyscraper.
He
And
stayed up all night watching
Stayed
it.
up all night watching videos of himself, I guess. I don't
His
know.
glory days.
Yeah.
And then he gets chewed out by his scoldy little sister, who I
Yes,
love.
who thinks he's watching smut.
And he might have been. Who knows? We didn't see the whole night.
Maybe he has a lot of smut in his past.
In which his dad,
Very smutty past.
his dad is totally
You don't want to be
okay
involved
with
with me. My past is so dirty and sex-like.
it. So his sister thinks he's watching porn. The
Fine.
dad's
Fine.
like,
No, I thought it was
that's
funny.
fine. That's the nature of man to watch porn.
Yeah, another cool dad who's just chill, doesn't
Alright,
care. Has just just a
The
shirt.
dad
with
is
no
like
undershirt,
the best looking dude I've
buttoned
ever seen.
halfway
in
down.
an
Oh
anime.
yeah, he's like his
He's gorgeous.
dad's hot as hell. Mom, dead. Check. Check that box.
Yep.
Dead mom.
We did it.
Wait,
Whoa.
I'm not high fiving you for dead moms. What the fuck? That's not cool.
It's a-
You'll high five anything. You're
a little-
a high five whore.
It's a little bit cool. Let's take a second here. Harry Potter as a dead mom.
How many
That's
dead
a cool.
How many dead moms
And a
this
dead dad.
season? We should count. It's probably all of them.
That was the one thing we wanted.
By
Whatever.
the way, our MC is Yoshichika Tsurugi,
Yeah.
and he's got a chill dad. Paradoxes in this world are like earthquakes. Like a bunch of robots outside will shout like it's a level 3.7 paradox, and like he gets under the table because the whole
I know.
they explain
Oh,
that
this
like
bugged me.
the dumbest part of this entire show, and it is literally the stupidest you can get. Like, you cannot make a concept stupider than this.
Yeah.
Is that the magic in this universe is logic, which.
Well, no, that's just what they call it. It's not actual logic.
But yeah, it's two mutually exclusive things.
Actually, I
and they're
could
the
be
same.
wrong.
I don't know. They just call it's logic. Like,
All right,
I don't.
so
if
in the-
that's maybe
like,
maybe
in the
that's just a
beginning-
name they gave to it.
In the beginning, they say like they're like we have discovered that beyond all matter, beyond atoms and cells and all that is logic. It's like gods are logic. and-
literally, magic is
It's like-
logic.
But
Like, okay, so every-
objective truths or whatever, or like.
no, it's like
that's just what they call it.
it's like the supernatural is
logic.
logic. So it's
Yes.
what?
Hold on, I'm gonna.
But they
Like-
also use it. But they also use it like my logic is telling me.
I know.
that-
Yeah, my logic is telling me to do
Oh,
this.
Jesus Christ.
Isn't that just basically our atheism posts? Is my logic tells me to
I
fucking.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
What if gods are just
a lot of the lines in the show end up sounding like just
Euphoric.
like this logic.
It's dumb.
And there's like so when paradoxes happen, like monsters come in to the world. You guys
Yep.
both on your phones? Holy shit!
I'm
I'm not on my phone at all.
Oh, you're just messing around with wires.
I'm
That's
listening.
that's even worse.
I'm looking at my notes.
So like monsters show up, and then there's a gang of crime-fighting little girls who take out the monsters, I
Yeah.
guess. And one of them is just literally her clothes are all pink ribbons, and it's the best.
I mean,
Not practical. Not practical.
not
I
practical at
don't
all.
give a fuck. Ask me how.
No.
Just fucking get over here and
I'm
try to make
I'm
me
a
give
comic
a fuck.
fan. I know a thing or two about limited clothing.
About
not even an anime fan, and I know a thing or two about anime.
so protagonist and his little sister are at the mall
Yeah.
shopping for a birthday present for their dad.
Yep.
And then a big old what's the big bull monster in the
Matador.
not Matador. Is it Matador? No, Matadors are the guys who fight the bulls.
Oh, that's right.
The ancient Greek monster that has it's a big bull with a man. What's it called?
asking the wrong guy.
Oh,
God
Jesus
damn it.
Christ. I'm also, goddamn it. They're in labyrinths and stuff.
Yeah.
God, I'm going to fucking punch myself.
It's
I'm not mad.
Minotaur.
Minotaur,
Jesus.
okay.
It sounds like Matador. Yeah, it's hard
Well,
to
I was
Minotaur,
really
Matador.
close.
I mean, they're both having to do with bulls.
Hold on, let's drop ours really quick. Minotaur, Matador, sent rock to Labrador.
God damn it.
Okay, so
And the monsters are called foreigners, which is funny because all the robots are just like, please evacuate. There was a foreigner in the mall. So Protag decides he needs to fight this thing because he needs to get out of retirement because
he needs to protect his sister.
How old
and
is this
family.
fellow?
He's a teenager. I don't know.
Okay, so he did this stuff 2 years ago when he was a younger
Yeah, I mean,
teenager.
he's probably. I mean, he seems like
He used
maybe,
to be a big
I don't know,
deal,
like
but
17.
he's retired. Now he wants to be
I'm
a big
And
retired.
his
deal.
sister doesn't want him to fight because she loves him. She doesn't want him to die.
Yeah.
Stupid.
But he
Doesn't want to suffer.
sends her the fuck away and decides to fight this thing. And
That's
then
cool.
like this angel lady shows up to him,
gives him his logic card.
gives him his logic card back.
which is like, God damn it, keep that shit in your wallet.
because I guess
why
like
did
he
you, how
lost.
did you lose your
you
logic
lost
card?
your logic, so you can't
Where
find
can I
it.
get one of these logic cards?
Oh, I lost all my
It's not
logic,
something
and
that
now
you're
I believe
born
in the
with.
Copenhagen interpretation.
Oh.
That's the best joke I've ever told on this podcast, and you guys can fuck yourselves. So
I wish we had a cricket sound effect.
I should get that.
The joke just went over my head.
So he comes out of retirement, and then they make a covenant.
Yes, which
That's
is
a- that's-
basically marriage.
They kiss.
They had a wedding. They had a marriage
It's a
ceremony.
pretty cool scene where they go in. Yeah, it's all like whoosh, and then they kiss you.
Yeah.
So and,
Good explanation.
And then you find out that like logic is basically mana because you use logic as you do things.
Wasn't Mana one of the characters' names?
I don't know.
I find logic in everything, bro.
You know what happened? I think it would have been funny if like someone like was telling someone like to write a show. It's like, okay, I'm sick of all these, sick of all these dumb magic shows. You got to make something like, much more logical. And the guy's like, okay. It's like, okay, everything. I did it. I wrote this screenplay. It's all logic.
God damn it, Shingo! That's not what I meant.
What's the problem? It's all.
We'll have to.
Look.
We only have 1 week to air this episode, so we gotta fucking start
It's like-
animating. I guess
It's
you
like,
fuck.
man, I could use an orange right now. It's like you take an apple and name it orange. It's like,
You can't tell
No,
that.
you take an apple made of antimatter and you name it
oh
orange.
man, that's too deep for me.
It's the opposite. Anyways, one of the characters attacks his last final finish.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh well, no, there was a confusion about it. It was like final finish or.
Someone points it out at some point. She
Yeah.
says final finish and then
Last final finish.
I remember
Well,
watching.
she does his final finish once, and then later in the show she does last final finish.
Things kind of
It's,
pissed
I
me
love
off
the
about this show.
triple redundancy there. That's
It's
pretty
good.
funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
And then we find out the MC is special because he can do overtrance.
Oh, Jesus!
Overtrance.
Overturn.
Got to kick dance to this overtrance.
Dude,
And
I took
also he's
fucking-
roommates with the angel lady Athena.
Yes, of course, because to be part of it, to have a good team,
To bond more.
You have to bond more. You have to live with each
Got to
other.
put these two teenagers
I got
in this room.
a story about overtrancing. I took a lot of peyote once, and I just went on a vision quest of 1,000 lifetimes.
Let's listen to Dark Side for
kinda
3
funny, like-
days.
Not the bad Dark Side is in Dark Side of the Moon. The good Dark Side is in.
I don't know if that's a peyote album.
I mean, anything.
Are there any peyote albums?
Declan,
You're
Declan-
the peyote expert here.
Declan, when you're on peyote, every album's a peyote album, but none more so than the debut album of the band Creed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Creed's a big old peyote. Just like I got nothing.
Because you're already in hell, you might as well make it worse. All right,
That doesn't make any sense.
Go on.
His sister
Yeah.
brings up at 2 different points. It's like, no, don't be a lead character. Be a
uses a lot of-
supporting cast.
Use a lot of game analogies.
Stop
Yeah.
this.
She
Stop
make,
this.
like NPC.
Can we-
And then at the end, you can be a lead character.
Can we? Okay, let's do this right now. Can we just issue a request to please fucking stop making
No, you
references
should have just ended
to?
it there. Please fucking stop.
No, you're right. Please fucking stop. You know what you're. You know
No,
what I'm
I don't
talking.
understand. Making references to what?
Anime or video games and saying like this is not an anime. Oh, I'm like this is just like one of my animes. This is just like one of my erogays. Just fucking.
Hey, what's
stop.
that show that I don't like?
It's different. That's it's a gimmick character. It's funny.
How is this different?
Yeah, they take it to such a level that it
Yeah.
becomes funny because she says it like
she
every
keeps
time
saying
she
it.
shows up.
She keeps saying it.
Even when they're singing a song about beef stroganoff, she finds a way to bring up anime and manga.
Even to call back from the first part of this, the Musaigen no Phantom World, when they're about to the anime fall, he's like, "Oh no, this is turning into a super cliched dating sim encounter." I thought that was
Stop doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't like that line. Is like whatever, but I like that he tried to avoid that and then ended up in another weirder position under her
Of course,
skirt.
you can't avoid it.
It was really
You cannot avoid
it's
it.
destiny.
And what a weird position it was.
It's freaky.
Tune
I
in
like
last week to where we didn't talk, where we didn't talk about that.
last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, where we didn't
man.
even make reference to
You
that.
were waiting for it.
But anyways,
so we were angry that we didn't mention
So,
it.
look at logic. I'm watching this, and the sirens go off, and it's a 3.7, and these giant demon beasts are like destroying everything. The sky is turning to lava, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's only a 3.7."
So it just sounded metal to me.
I mean, the Minotaur was like a 7.2.
Oh, damn!
That's a big ass. That's
above average.
That's like 1,000 million times as bad.
Right. So it's gonna be a harem, right?
No, I don't think so. What? No, it doesn't seem harem-y to me. I think Athena's going to be main girl all the way through because the other girls just seem like they're just sort of observers, like side characters.
Oh, okay.
Bridge bunnies.
Also, it's kind of a bummer that Athena's pretty boring. Like she doesn't have much going for her.
Yeah.
She's just kind of a lady.
So what's the
There's
opinion on the
nothing
show?
going up bad.
Let's.
It's all right.
It's dumb.
All right.
It's okay.
Righteous.
All right.
Do you Steve and I? Let's talk about the thing that Steve and I watched.
That Steven and you watched.
Showa Genroku Rakugo.
Oh yes.
Shinju.
Showen.
So
That was a long one.
So this is a 47-minute episode. I wonder if that's just because it's the debut episode. If
Could
they,
be.
If
could
they
be.
fucking
I
pulled
don't
out.
know.
Other shows have
I
done
have
like
a feeling it won't be.
House of the Five Leaves did that. Those are long
House of
episodes.
the Five Leaves and Katana Gatari.
Yes, right. Those are long episodes.
Yes.
So this is a show about a criminal who gets out of prison. And don't know how long his sentence was, but he gets out of prison. He's like a young guy. He's an energetic kind of character.
Yep.
And
he gets $1 million.
His name is Yotaro.
Yep.
And he gets out of prison and he decides that he's going to give up crime and instead become a player in the Genroku, or no, not Genroku, the Rakugo circuit. So like Rakugo is a single there's single actor play on stage. So you have a person who plays.
It's an early form of storytelling. It's translated to, I think, just verbal entertainment.
Yes.
Where it's kind of like early version of stand-up comedy. Only he sits down, the person sits down and
comedy.
tells a story while acting, and changing voices and stuff.
So he'll
many different
he'll
characters.
move over to different, like he'll lean back and forth as if he's having a discussion
and change his
himself.
voice.
Oh, I think I listened to one of these once. I think that was one of those on the Joshi Raku drama CDs.
So
It was interesting. So
and so why he decided this is that there was this legendary player, legendary artist in that called Yurokute.
the great artist.
He's the master performer,
expected.
and he's wise and awesome. And so he went and performed at the prison he was in to entertain the prisoners.
He's Johnny Cash.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
he went to Folsom.
he became obsessed with that style of art, and
became his dream.
he decides that he's going to become the
He's going to pursue that
apprentice. He's going to be the apprentice of the legendary performer. And he does this by accosting him after a show that he does out back.
That's how you do it.
At his driver,
Sure,
and he's like, "Hey, driver, let me talk to the
Oh,
fucking."
driver. So this is in modern times.
No, this is.
Yeah, it's modern.
No, it's not modern. It's actually like this. It's actually like a little bit ago. Because there's parts in the show that take place in like the 60s.
It's modern enough.
Yeah, but and this is like 40 years later.
Okay.
So, and he's gonna hey, I'm gonna be your apprentice. And the dude, for some reason, is like, all right, you could be my apprentice.
This guy who's notorious for never accepting apprentices.
Yes. But he sees something in this guy, which we learned later on, is that he sees his former friend in,
right,
like the spirit of his former friend,
Was
who
it
was
a friend?
a legendary player in Yotaro. And so Yotaro goes to legendary player's house and is now going to live with him and become his student,
along with a girl who was the daughter
Kunatsu.
of who was the daughter of this former friend.
Yes, who died.
Yes,
tragically.
Oh no.
And so she's a
killed?
sexy redhead who lives with the master.
Roommate antics.
And
sexy tomboy redhead.
yes, money.
Picked up.
We're fucking on the money.
Yep, she's pretty good.
So,
I like her sense of fashion.
what happens is he starts learning underneath him, and then
She's teaching him more than he is.
yes, and she secretly wants to be a
Yes.
player in the Rakugo.
But she can't because she's a girl.
I don't think that's fine.
Well, it's harder because
sure,
she's a girl.
Sure. So he gets his own performance one night, and he's like, okay, you're going to go perform in this small theater. And he's like not very good at first. Yotaro isn't like this legendary player. Like he has a circuit, and he basically tells people where to go and where to perform. And he's basically being a manager for him. And he goes up on stage, and you see a solid 10 minutes of this performance, and it's fucking banging.
Well, no, you miss a point in this. All right, so they discussed before that he's okay at it. You know, he's learning. He's just an apprentice.
Yeah.
One day, his old mob boss comes and visits him,
Yes.
and he's like, "Oh, you're doing Rokugu? You know, that's dumb. You know, come back with me. I have a good job for you." And they make a deal where he'll go see the boss. The boss will go see one of his performances.
But even this is basically a point that the master is like. He basically gives this guy an out. He's like, "Hey, go practice because you got a performance tonight." And then he confronts the mob boss he kills him with courtesy, and he's like, "You should. I'm gonna eat dinner with me, and then we'll go watch his performance later tonight."
Legit now.
So he tells Yotaro, it's like, "Hey, this is gonna be the big one. Like, put all you got into this."
Steven, you got to speak up. Put all you got in this performance.
Yotaro has to put all he has into this performance because his old boss is going to see it, and this kind of determines what he's going to do for.
And he wants to make his old boss laugh to show him that there is value in this form of art. And you see his performance, and it's the
whole thing.
It's probably 10 or 12 minutes long.
Yeah,
and it's fucking so good.
It's fun.
It's like the storytelling is really good, and it's the story that he's telling in this
bunch of stories in one.
Yeah, and it's
and you see the audience life. It's like you are part of the audience.
It's so compelling, and
I'm into that. That's what I'm into.
And the mob boss leaves afterwards, and he's like, which is a sign of approval. Is like, you can just go back to your life. You're right. This is worth your time, and he keeps training underneath this guy. He finally gets to go and perform on television, and
he opens.
His master just tells him out of the blue, like, "Hey, get ready. You're going to go perform on television," and he fucks up.
No, I don't think he fucks up.
Just
doesn't do well.
He doesn't do super well on television. He blows it, that's not the problem.
Yeah.
And then his master goes out on stage and starts telling this really comfy story.
Right.
And Yotaro is so tired from practicing and
being
up
his
all
stories,
night
listening to
being up all night listening to
the albums of
the dead master's performances. And he falls asleep backstage and starts snoring in the middle of the master's performance.
Oh no.
Blowing it. But the master recovers because he's the fucking master. Yeah. And then he kicks Yotaro out. He expels Yotaro. And it's really heartbreaking. And then
he convinces him. So he goes back to the house because he's an ex-con.
He has nowhere to go. He has no family. He has no money. And he goes back to the house. And then the lady girl, Konatsu, convinces the master to let him come back and not be expelled anymore. And then we in the preview for the next episode, you probably didn't watch it, Steven, because you skipped these things. It looks like the next episode takes place in the master's youth.
Okay.
So this is a multi-generational narrative. Really? You're going to see the story of the master and the dead master's friendship.
So there is a subplot going on here. What's the chick's name?
Konatsu.
Let me just write that because I'm going to need it. Konatsu. All right, so Konatsu's father died tragically.
Yes.
And he was a great artist.
Mysteriously.
Now, he was good friends with
the current master.
Yeah, the current master. Who she believes killed him. So the great master, when he's just going, around on his own, will sometimes see glimpses of his old friend as if he's
still
being haunted
by him.
And so, no, this guy, he kind of is an asshole. He's really stuck up.
He's the best. He's the best, and when you watch him perform, it makes sense that he has an ego.
Yeah.
So I don't want to.
So there might be a chance that he killed this guy.
And the scope is great.
Yeah.
The story that they're telling is really compelling. The characters are very well developed for being on screen for such a short period of time. I feel like it's going to be epic, and not in terms epic as in epic for the win, but epic as in like the scope. Actually epic.
Actual definition of
multi-generational story of a people, and it's beautiful.
I didn't take a lot of notes because, well, I was actually interested.
It's excellent. It's superb.
It sounds like a pleasant surprise.
Absolutely.
When
I
I
was
see, when
not
I see,
mad that it was 47 minutes
when I
long.
see a show about a bunch of boring-looking adults in the past, I'm like,
But I'm into that shit.
Ethan and Steven can watch that thing.
And you fucked up because this is
yeah, it was good.
I'll check it out. That sounds good.
This is excellent. It's an excellent first episode. I hope it looks like it's going to be great. Honestly,
should we talk about
surprise of the season for me?
Yeah,
nice.
Should we talk about one that I think only I watched?
Is there another one that only you watched?
Oh
yes.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
This shouldn't take long. Hopefully, knowing it probably will take long accidentally. All right, so I watched Phantasy Star Online 2.
Now, Steven didn't even know what Phantasy Star is.
No, I don't.
Doesn't know what Phantasy Star Online is.
I don't know why there was 2.
So, deceptively, Phantasy Star Online 2 is not a sequel to something.
No, there's not. It's the first Phantasy Star anime, but it's based on Phantasy Star Online 2. Now, I don't know if it follows the plot of Phantasy Star Online 2, then maybe it feels like a sequel.
I would not know, because Phantasy Star Online 2 has still not come out in the West.
Oh, right. That's the one that they were going to bring. Yeah,
then they didn't.
So you don't know what that game is about.
I do.
It's an MMO.
It's an MMO that takes place in space.
Okay.
Does this feel like a sequel?
I'm going to tell... No, it doesn't.
Okay, so it's an
I'm
original...
tell you, it's not about that. It's not an adaptation of the game.
I mean, well, probably,
It's about
yeah.
people who play the game.
What?
What?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
No, it's dumb.
Oh, it's dumb. I thought
That's really weird.
Because that's funny, because I would
All
watch
right,
that.
so-
Telecom animation.
No, it's dumb. All right, so...
Huh.
One of the things I hate the most in any anime is when... Yeah, I can hear something.
It was
hearing some
cable clicking together.
Clacks.
We're good.
It's when, before the OP, some big battle is happening and
no
you have
stakes.
no idea
Yeah.
what's happening.
Before they introduce
it's
the
just
characters,
chaotic.
it's just like,
It's
here's a
just
big
a
old
huge-
fight between people
yes,
you don't
and
know
you have
and care
no
about.
idea what the fuck's going
That's
on.
the biggest mistake you could make in a first episode.
Oh
I
my
think.
god, and it happens so much. It happens so fucking much. and
Instant drop.
When
Yes.
will people start to understand that action is not impressive?
It's like
unless-
they think
stakes.
like you need this to like suck you in. It's like, oh my gosh,
It's
how
the,
is
it's
this?
the prequel
like,
effect.
what's gonna-
anime can very rarely do spectacle on its own.
Yeah. And it always looks bad.
Yeah, you need people.
always looks
you need
bad.
characters involved.
The battles in Star Wars are not powerful because they're crazy
I
action
mean, yeah,
scenes.
the prequels are the largest,
Yeah.
most
yeah.
egregious.
All right, so
a big
the,
offender.
Then the OP
Ooh, yeah.
happens, and then of course, here you have some kid. I didn't remember his name.
Oh wait, I have the characters here.
Okay.
Is it Mr.
I don't care.
Rina Izumi?
Beats me.
Sure, yeah.
So this boy is a first year in high school at this school,
freshman,
whatever.
you might say.
Okay. He's totally average. He
Is
goes-
self-insert? What did you say?
Yeah, absolutely. He's everything he does is just okay. You know,
He's the guy from
the most
Idiocracy.
average guy. You know, he has some friends at one point that say like, "Hey, you should play this game. You should play PSO2 or Phantasy Star Online 2."
Yes.
And he's like, "No, I'm not really into that." And it's like, "Okay,"
wait for
and they
the
say
translation
at one
patch.
point, if you're not playing online games of this day and age, you'll be left behind.
I think I saw a screenshot of that line somewhere.
I thought that was pretty dumb.
I mean, in Japan, maybe. You're going to be sitting on that subway doing nothing.
If Nick
All right,
Cage has
so-
taught us anything, it's either you don't want to be left behind.
oh, let's not talk about that. Anyway, so meanwhile,
He's the one that taught us that.
there is the president of the student council girl, who, you guessed it, is beautiful and is good at everything: athletics, sports,
does she play
music,
fan-
art.
Does she secretly play Phantasy Star Online too?
Hold on.
So I see. So it's,
Whoa there! Don't jump to
if you say
conclusions.
yes, can we just drop this now?
Wait, hold on.
No, hold on.
No, me first. Did you see that? Have you seen that picture of Nick Cage at the Love Live movie premiere?
No.
pretty funny. He's not. He's in like an anime store because his son likes anime, and his son is there for the Love Live movie, and it's just these two like anime nerd girls posing with Nick Cage in this anime store.
That's awesome.
It's pretty funny.
Is it like how who's the Jamie Lee Curtis went to that Street Fighter tournament? Dressed up as Vega.
Oh, is she an actual fan though?
I think that she and her son played together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Go on.
I hate the trope of beautiful girl is good at everything. It's just it's boring and overdone.
Well, sure, yeah. But also, it's even more boring if she has a secret nerd hobby.
Hold on.
Well, but
Before we
it's more
get too
than
far
that.
away from this, Jamie Lee Curtis, if you're listening, I really like your work. You're a good actress. Go on.
All right,
She seems like a nice lady.
don't tell him to go.
Good
on,
luck
tell me
with
to go
your
on.
poop problems.
Okay.
No, she doesn't have those poop problems. She started
eats
eating that yogurt,
That yogurt.
Activia or whatever.
So
Yoplait. I don't know.
Anyway,
Probably Activia.
Go-gurt.
so
It's like Go-gurt.
So-
Stay.
I'm never gonna not think of that line when someone mentions
It's
Go-gurt.
really
now.
fucked up.
It's one of the
Money.
one of the best lines.
Okay, go ahead.
all right.
Yeah.
So this girl, she's president of student council.
So technically, I have
Sends-
this other thing I want to talk about.
Okay, yeah,
Sends-
this is
Shut the
No,
fuck up.
actually, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, sends an email to this kid, this totally normal, boring guy, and it says, "Hey, like today at 6 o'clock after school, come for a meeting." And he's like, "Oh my gosh, this girl sent me an email. Whatever, it's nothing." She goes
Doshio.
up, and so there's a whole bunch of people at a desk, students of course, and she's like looking out the window, and she basically turns around and says, "Hey, you're totally average. You're the new vice president."
Whoa.
And he's like, "What? Why?" And she says, "As the first task of vice president," she hands him over like a PSP or whatever. "You have to play Phantasy Star Online too."
Oh, is this the one that had the Sonic logo in it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because
There-
it's a
right,
Sega. It's a Sega
it did a
game.
pan over the school, and in the middle, there's Sonic.
Sega.
Yeah, Sega.
They got the Sega licenses.
I was very confused by that.
I bet
put
Sega
Sega
now I'm not.
funded this. I bet
Sega's done that before. Bento had
all
a
right,
bunch of
so-
Sega stuff.
it did. They played.
Except that was good.
So
Right,
his
it
job
They
as
played, what do they play? Virtua Fighter or something?
That's not Sega.
his job as
Wasn't on
vice
Sega
president.
consoles?
Yeah, I think it was Dreamcast.
No, he had a Saturn.
That's right.
And he said, "Ordino Saturn."
Yes.
What was it?
Because he threw it out the window.
She threw it out the window.
Fuck! What a good show.
Oh my god.
His
that shit
job
was
as vice
fucking
president is to play this game and then write about it. Just write about his experience.
Okay.
good. Why is that his job?
Why? Because that is such a big deal in the school that it's basically their social network, and so he has to basically analyze and understand what's happening in the school.
It's like
because
Second Life. What Second
I
Life wanted to be.
literally wrote. So PSO2 is Second Life.
And they're literally just calling it Phantasy Star Online 2.
PHO2
Wow.
or PSO2.
So they say
Come on.
PSO
Yes.
2.
Yes.
Okay.
Ni.
Yes. Or he'll get left.
Is only.
So he goes in, and of course he's just playing on a little handheld thing, but it's like he's in the video
Immersed
game.
in the video
Oh, I
game.
mean, yeah, they just
Do they have
switched
actual
to-
video game?
They switched to video. No, they.
It's really bad
those
CG.
games
He
oh, the
goes-
whole thing is CG? Like when he's in the game world, it's all CG?
It might as well be.
Well, no, is it or not?
His face isn't, as far as I can tell.
Okay, so
but the bodies and stuff
like the armor and
you can
monsters
tell
and
are
stuff?
just CG.
Okay, yeah. It seems
And so he goes in. He's a newbie. Then some guy in this big armor is like, "I'll show you around. I'm a pro." And he shows him around, and they do a battle, and that's it.
looks like the 3G was outsourced to Madbox.
The ED, I was very confused by the ED. Was a whole bunch of they look like little chickens, like little chicks,
They're trying to
dancing on a stage and singing a song.
It's
and in
probably a PSO2
and
thing.
in the small corner,
Like PSO probably has
at a stage
Chocobo.
for a concert. In the corner
Equivalents.
was the robot character that was the pro that helped out the main dude in the game, doing the dancing moves so whoever was watching could do it with him.
Is it like a dancing emote from like an MMO? 'Cause
Sure,
that'd be funny.
it's like a sing along but a dance along.
All right.
It's like do these moves. I didn't like it. It was bad.
Okay. Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
It's very quiet.
Wow, this is cheesy. Wow.
Are you watching the ED?
I'm watching the Phantasy Star Online 2 ED.
Ooh, lads.
Yeah.
This is very stilted dancing.
And there's the guy just dancing in the corner there.
Oh yeah, that's.
See, it's bad.
We got to show the robot doing this too.
Yeah, it's just.
It looks fun though. They're having a good time.
I guess. Oh, that's just a chicken's asshole. That's just a chicken's butt. What are you doing?
That's actually Cloaca, Declan.
Why are
Oh
you
no, I
showing me
like
that?
chicks' butts.
We made that joke before?
No.
I feel like that sounds really familiar. We've made a cloaca joke somewhere.
I mean, I live by the Cloaca, I die by it.
Okay. There we have an episode title, Live by the Cloaca.
It's a smelly place to be.
That's what I watched and I didn't like it.
Okay.
That's a bummer.
Maybe you should pick the shows you want to watch next time rather than
He
listening.
did.
I did.
Okay.
And I got some good ones.
All right.
Okay.
What you want?
We
What you
can't
want
have that many more
to talk
left.
about?
There's a show that just I watched.
Okay.
Let's just bang this out because it is not very good.
We actually have a lot of stuff left.
Yeah, we gotta.
Do we?
Maybe we should
Shit.
pick it up. How's our time?
I think
Solid 55 minutes.
Oh God, that's okay. We got all the time in the world. Just everybody take a deep breath.
All right.
I watched a show called Divine Gate. Oh, this is by Studio Pierrot.
Ooh.
It's adapted from a smartphone game,
More like pure no.
so you know it's good. Oh my God, I'm gonna give you guys the actual
smartphone game.
smartphone game.
When are they going to make like Angry Birds in anime?
It's already a movie, Steven.
yeah,
They
it's
don't need to
coming.
make it an anime.
What? Jesus.
It just came out, didn't it?
No, it's
Anyways,
coming.
It's coming. Actual first two lines of this television program. Are you ready? This motherfucker, the protagonist, steps out of a train into the rain, and he says, pitter patter, the rain starts to drop. While the water may fill up the holes on the road, it will never fill up the holes of one's heart. And it just keeps going like that. No. That's not like one throwaway. This show is written like that.
Oh no.
That is how this dude talks and thinks.
Oh no.
And I thought, like,
Oh,
I was watching this and I was thinking, like, there's no way this can be serious. They're gonna pull the rug and it's gonna acknowledge, like, okay, that's his quirk is that he's super cheesy in his head, but like he tries to suppress it. It's gonna be a joke. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be laughs. Oh, he killed his parents.
White people.
So this
fucking Christ.
This show takes place in the most generic future city I've ever seen. It's just like a city, but you know, there's holograms with the weather and shit. It's the most uninspired bullshit ever. But the one thing about this show is it looks really nice. There's some really nice shading. Like it's got this really nice dark shading, where like all this, like the shadows are like just blackness, and sometimes there's like two layers of shading, where there's like a gray and then a black, and it looks real
Don't you
crisp.
hate it when it's like
Yeah.
something you hate, but it's like it's just done
It
really
looks
well?
Yeah.
It's like
Some of the scenes, like most of it looks good, and some of these scenes look really, really good. Or I felt kind of bad, like wow, it's a shame I'm not going to watch any more seconds.
So
of
much
this
effort put into this bullshit.
into this goddamn bullshit. So it starts. There's a terrorist attacking a train.
Terror is
Because of
huge.
course there are powers or whatever. This guy he grabs a girl, the terrorist guy, and he just starts giving her exposition, and everyone has powers for some bullshit reason. Who cares? And then when someone starts, when like the police, like you know the enforcers, they bring out their powers. There's an announcer just like in the ether who just yells out lines that are obviously taken from the game. So it's just this robot voice like saying "ready to move on," which I like. I like it when things do that. If you want, well after that, watch The Money and Soul of Possibility. That's a great. Oh, there's so many lines. Overheated economy, like that. But just like the main character, like we have synthesized pure concentrated angst.
Is this like even like 11 or 12-year-old Declan would hate this?
I don't talk to him anymore. I
buried him?
I've stopped sending him letters.
Dear me from a past life.
So there's the main character, and then there's two characters who are like, you know, like they work in the academy, but they enforce things. They're like little kid cops, and they're just like they're normal. They're not angsty. And there's a standard mascot character with a standard mascot voice. It's just a floating. Yep, exactly. You did it.
It is the Teddy.
It's just Teddy or
QB.
the Kuma character from Danganronpa. You know, mascot character. The character design is really good though. Like everyone, they look good. Probably borrowed from the game though, so I'm not going to give this anime
Don't
any
give him
credit.
anything.
The protagonist is like as if that wasn't enough. everyone like you don't really see this because it's like too subtle for a thing for them to animate. But everyone talks about how he always looks like he's crying.
What a bitch.
And also, of course, he can use the power even though he doesn't have a whatever.
He's better than everyone else.
He's special.
Fuck this guy.
And I
Fuck
guess
this
they decide like he's cool because he takes out the terrorists, so he gets invited to some academy, and also he killed his parents. And
Why
the
did he
two
kill his
two
parents?
characters, they're trying to recruit him, and they're like, we know there's just rumors, and he turns around and goes, no, I killed him.
Why'd he do that?
They don't. They're gonna. I'm sure they'll tell you in later episodes. I'm sure. Actually, they would. I guess he was like the. He was the what's the Bart clone they keep in the attic?
Bort.
In The Simpsons. Bort. Is it Bort? He lived in a shed, and his brother got treated well, and he had to eat scraps and live in the rain. It's always raining in the show, by the way. Always raining.
He got abused.
By the way, this show is rated above Phantom World on Mal.
Oh, fucking shit.
God damn it.
It looks really nice. The second half of the episode is better, just because there's the scenes look nice and you get more of the other two characters instead of Angst Guy.
Uh-huh.
But the writing is still pretty unforgivable. And I'm gonna give, I think, maybe the last fuck you Funimation of this season, because the show's called Divine Gate.
Uh-huh.
At the very end of the very last line of the episode, according to the subtitles, is "The Holy Gate has opened." Gee, I wonder what that's supposed to mean. I wonder what he said there. It's probably just Holy Gate. I don't know. Oh, I don't speak fucking English. Why should I need to speak fucking English? I work at Funimation. Fuck you.
That's terrible.
It's not that bad, but it's just so
No,
dumb.
it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's basically fucking excusable.
Or maybe I'm wrong, and he actually just used a different word.
Maybe it means a lot of things to a lot of different people.
Maybe they
man.
use a lot of different words for holy or divine.
Right.
So yeah, that's dumb.
Okay.
Dropped, but
Righteous.
it could be worse. Maybe, I don't know.
What did you got?
How about a show that you and I watched?
Yeah.
Called Bubuki Boranki.
Okay, so this is some shit.
I didn't think it was that bad.
No, it's not as bad as
it's
it could
easy
have
to
been.
write off immediately because it is entirely CG.
Yeah, it's not.
This is
Oh, you guys were talking
Studio
about this
Sans
before.
again. This is for their 10th anniversary. They're
It
making
looks
this.
better than the majority of things that are just CG. I would give it that. Like it
I
looks.
mean, how many
pretty
things have you
good.
watched that are just CG?
But I've seen things from I've seen clips from shows that are just CG or like little bits. Like
Yeah.
this stuff this looks better than most of the stuff I've seen.
I've seen clips from like that Battleship show or
Oh, Yamato.
no,
No?
there's Blue something. I forget what it's called, but
Whatever.
Yeah, and Knights of Sidonia. That looks all right.
The
This is like the environments which aren't CG. I thought some of them looked cool, some of them didn't. Some of them looked cool.
This show, I feel like the entire quality of the show is bumped up by like a lot if you just bump the ages of the characters up by a solid 5 years.
Well, they do that in the middle of the episode.
No, but I'm saying through the entire show, and you make them older when they're teenagers.
What?
Let's just talk about the show really quick.
Okay.
You want to do it, or do you want me to do it? I don't care.
I will. The one funny thing I would like to say is when I was going to watch Boku Dake ga Inaimachi, I opened this show and was like, what the fuck is Ethan talking about? This isn't that good. It took me like a minute.
man.
Like, I hit the wrong thing. They're both both start with B. It starts out kind of Code Geass-y, like it's two kids climbing over a cliff and one of them's weak and can't make it over because they're running into a thing, and then they find a big, cool robot in a cave and they fall into it, and then it kind of flash forward, and they live like sort of on this field with their parents.
Very pretty.
I guess like it's just sort of like a big empty field.
It reminds me a lot of Xenoblade. Like Xenoblade
Right.
has a lot of huge open environments.
Final Fantasy 13.
Yes.
So there are these things called Buranki that just the big old robots that just sort of wander around,
lumber around and stuff.
and they're kind of dangerous, I guess. But luckily, their mom's got spirit arrows that she throws at them. I guess.
Fuck it.
I don't know what's going on. And then the dead mom, check.
Bang.
Oh, man.
And then what's going on? There's a Buranki. Oh, right. They go back into the robot so they can save their mom by
Yeah,
killing all the Buranki.
It's
Yes.
never a dead dad.
It's sapping her. No, there's
Sometimes it
sometimes
is.
dead dads. it's sapping her life to fight these things. I think is the implication.
She has some kind of health problem.
That
I don't know.
too.
They're kind of
I think
vague
it's
about it,
probably.
but she can't leave to go get checked out at some hospital because then she can't defend them from the Baranki.
I think they should just run away for a bit,
Like the bronchitis.
or just take. How about they go together? I don't know.
But so the kids try to kill the Baranki by going into this robot who they name.
The follies of youth.
What do they name the robot?
Orubo.
Orubo. I don't know. And they activate it, and it turns into it wakes up some kind of giant, cool red eye. And then Mom sacrifices herself.
Yep.
And then I guess they were in the sky because they fall down into the human world.
Flash forward.
Yeah, and then flash forward. The kids are older. The boy, you cut to boy running from cops.
Now he's dressed like a Pokemon protagonist.
Sure, yeah. And he's got this cute little lolly friend with blonde hair. And everyone now thinks his mom was a witch because she kind of like summoned this big robot from the sky and brought it down and it crashed, I guess. And so he gets captured by the cops, and he gets broken out by a bubuki, which is like a hand thing. I guess it's the hand of a Baranki. I don't know. It belongs to the little girl. So they bust out, and then they go to some convenience store, and
on the edge of an earth, on the edge of a cliff.
And then they try to get the robot, but then some guy stops them and help me out.
Seems like some bullshit.
I don't know. I lost track of what was going on.
lost track of what was going on, and also didn't care enough to really pay attention.
What was happening. Good sound design. Some of these sounds are nice heavy hits.
It's bad. They're not bad. It's just it's like I don't care. Really.
There's not much.
There's an audience for it. It's not me. Like it's not my thing.
I don't know what else is going on. I don't know what happened to his sister. I guess we'll meet her.
Yeah,
later.
I was always like, she's somewhere. She's probably a part of the cops now or some bullshit. I don't know.
Tiny compliment. I like the cops' weird faces. They have these creepy faces. It's like
Helgen and almost. Like
well, no, it's the mouths. They're going like. You can't see my face, but like imagine pulling both your lips like in opposite directions as far as they can go, but keeping the sides as close together as you can. So you're just showing your teeth, like really.
Yeah.
It's like the Owen Wilson smile.
And like the mouths never move, but when they get scared, it just cuts to them, and the teeth are suddenly open, and they're going ah. That's a thing. I don't know.
It's not that. Some of the designs are nice. Like I like the mech designs because they're very like earthy. If that makes sense, like the
Buranki,
yeah,
the way they kind of lumber around and fall down, it looks like Shadow of the Colossus, which I'm always down for.
I was about to make reference to that. Yeah,
it's
they live atop one, I think, or like there's a
dead one or what?
Something. I think.
Oh right, there's one in like their basement, and you can see the eye, and then she activates it. Something happens.
Yep. That's neat. I like that part. I like I bet that life they were living before the children fucked everything up was pretty cool. That looked like a good time to me.
I mean, but their mom was going
sexy ass mom,
heading towards her impending doom.
And the dad's fucking shredded.
Gotta be. You're just collecting food and firewood all day.
So yeah,
it's life in the wilderness.
It's for somebody else, but it's not for me.
The CG, like it's mostly fine, but the faces can occasionally look very
it's certain angles
and
or
robotic.
when I think the problem comes in the motion. Like there's not much blur.
But no, there were some points where they were just staring ahead completely. Like it was like it's like on an Xbox when a model is just standing with its arms straight out at 90 degrees.
Yes.
It's like, wait, are you supposed to be emoting right now? Is something broken?
Yeah.
It can get a little weird, but most of it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not a huge distraction.
This is not great, but I whatever.
Yeah, I probably won't watch any more of it, but it's not offensive.
Yeah. All right.
What else is going on? We got that.
Oh man,
I think there's only one more that.
Oh no, I got one.
I was supposed to watch Ray Kenzan, but no one subbed that. Oh well.
I got one.
Oh yeah, you two got one more, I think, and I think that's it.
No. Well, then we have the.
I mean, but yeah, then the.
So we have
really hyping that up.
Kokaku no Pandora.
Yes.
Okay.
I saw some screenshots from this.
You did not watch it? Okay.
Wait, which one?
Kokaku no Pandora.
Robot Girls?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so this show is
I
about
still forgot one this time.
A lady robot girl and she's on the beginning of the show. She's on a boat and she meets this lady. The robot girl.
Oh
by the way.
I saw this. That's right.
Wow.
Damn, that completely escaped my mind.
I can understand why. It's the robot girl's name is Nene, and she's Moe, and she's a robot girl.
Oh, that sounds great, though.
There's Uzal, who's got big old fucking titties.
Oh, they all have big old fucking titties.
Except for everyone else that's not her.
Yeah.
Are you sure this isn't good?
They're chilling out on a yacht, going to this crazy future city.
Dude!
Yep. And then
Then the future city gets cut in half.
So they go to the future city and like, she turns out she's not actually a robot. She's just somebody who's whose body.
She's a full body
transplant.
cyborg.
Yes, let me explain. She's a full body cyborg, and then she forms a friendship with Uzal and then Clarion, who is a Moe cat girl robot, who is also full body transplant, and they get off the boat because nothing of substance happens there.
Okay.
And then in the city,
Just like Berserk. So many people getting off boats this
within
year.
within like 2 minutes of being in the city, there's a huge fucking explosion, in a building nearby, and like,
Oh no.
In many buildings nearby.
and I'm like, oh god, what's happening? And then there's a robot battle that happens between Clarion and these terrorist forces, and then
Sound very excited.
Nene runs towards towards the confusion,
Nay.
and then Nene, what's up,
Nay,
girl?
nay.
And then she
Hey girl, can you say nay nay?
Uzal's like, hey, you gotta fucking finger this bitch's gash, and then you'll get robot powers.
Yes.
And then robot battles happen, and then it's bad. Don't
Is it
watch
bad though?
Yeah, it's bad.
But
You know-
robot girl fingering?
It's
though?
pretty terrible.
But the fingering.
No, it's basically worthless. You'll probably like it because you're fucking weirdo.
I mean, is it boring?
It was.
It's so trope. Like, I don't.
Do you like chicks?
Not for me.
Yes.
Then it's not boring. Do you like good substance?
Yeah.
Then this isn't for you.
Oh.
It's
I mean,
absolutely
I
no
don't.
sub-
I can't really think of any show that's
it's- I can't-
It's
like how much robot erotica takes up this entire episode.
solid 3 minutes.
That's not enough.
But
for
like,
me.
but like
not enough.
It's fan service garbage. Throw it in the trash.
I like some
I-
fan service garbage.
No, but this isn't a good one.
God,
But then again, I
live
hate
off
most-
of
I just
fan
have it as
service.
garbage.
The English title of this show is Pandora in the Crimson Shell: Ghost Urn.
Fuck that noise. Just,
Which sounds like a randomly generated like Markov chain fucking anime name.
in indie game. Ghost Urn.
Ghost Urn. Oh, anything with ghost in the title is funny now because the word ghost is so silly.
Pandora Complex.
Ghost used to be scary, and now it's like ghost. The ghost dimension.
Okay, so don't watch that show. It's bad.
Aw.
And so, its time is now.
Oh my gosh, an actual
Uno
good,
mas.
an actual good show.
It's a fucking fuck. So
Took no notes.
preface this. Steven came over, like we were hanging out yesterday, and Steven came over like a minute after I started the show, and I'm like, okay, Steven, sit down, don't say anything the entire episode. We're gonna sit in silence in this dark room and watch this episode.
okay.
And when the show ended, we both jumped up and yelled, "Yo,
Damn!
fuck!"
But did you guys not know the premise of the show at all?
Nope. And no, not at all. And then we walked around the room like, "Shit, dude, fuck!" And it was gnarly. So I'll explain this one if you.
Okay.
It's Boku Dake ga Inaimachi, or The City Where Only I Am Gone, or I think the English title is just Erased in all caps.
So okay, Boku Dake da da blah blah is a show.
Accurate.
A protagonist is Fujinuma.
Yep.
Yes.
And here he's a
29-year-old.
29, so he's older than you would expect.
This is an A1 adaptation of a manga, by the way.
I like A1 a lot.
Goes great on burgers.
It actually does though.
Yeah.
So hey, we support you, A1. You should hook us up with a sponsorship.
Yeah, I know. We'll do it.
And
Get in touch. 318 weeps
he's
22.
basically an actual depressed person, and that he's just kind of given up.
They picked the right voice actor for
He
it.
is-
He sounds
yeah.
like a very sad
He-
29-year-old Japanese man.
So he was a manga artist for a while, and then he got fired, and now he
How
delivers.
many manga artists are there in this season? There's at least 2.
And now he delivers pizzas, and he's just kind of mopey and depressed, and he's
Yeah.
living a sad existence. And he's like he can't.
Life isn't what he wants it to
The
be.
way I
Life
understand
is sour.
depression is that this sounds pretty real. Is that like he has regrets, but he doesn't care enough to like regret about them because he doesn't even have it in him anymore to
You
care.
want to spend the energy actually regretting things?
Yes. So
He's just going to deal with it.
he's how is it the first instance of the
What do they call it?
revival phenomenon?
Revival, right.
Is the first incident when he's delivering pizza?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so he's delivering pizza one day, and he slips in, like there's like a time slip,
Yeah.
and he goes back a few moments in time, and
While he's out on the road,
while he's delivering.
riding his motorbike.
Yes, Steven. And
Motorbike.
he he explains like, okay, so when this happens, this means that there's something that's going to go wrong, and I have to look around for something out of the ordinary, and I can try to save people.
Stop it.
And he stops a sleeping driver from crashing into a child.
Yes.
And then gets hit on his noggin in the process.
Yes, he gets fucking nailed by another car and wakes up from a coma. And
not a coma. He just goes
he wakes
to the
up.
hospital.
He wakes up from in the hospital.
Well, I guess that means he's
And
in a coma.
his coworker is.
Hospital. You can still be in a coma in the hospital.
They're like really short-term comas.
Drug-induced coma.
Or is that just being unconscious? That's not a coma.
He wasn't he asleep for 2 days? That's a coma.
That's
Maybe.
a coma.
All right, sure.
So he wakes up and his coworker, who I forgot to mention, Katagiri, is by his bedside. She's an adorable pizza delivery girl.
She's nice.
I
like her.
And she's like, hey, is there anybody you want me to call? And he's like, there's nobody I would even bother calling. And she's like, all right, see ya. And she fucking bounces, which is nice.
Yeah.
So he goes home and his mom is there, and his mom's like got
mom lips.
got gross fucking slut lips, and even though she's sexy as fuck, even though she's supposed to be like 53 or something.
Is Japanese 50.
True. And
He's like,
his mom stays the night, and then she's like, hey, you remember what happened when you were a kid?
By the way, this terrible thing
5.
happened to you and you forgot about it. Just wanted to remind
Hey,
you.
you should be traumatized. So when he was a child, there was in his neighborhood there was a series of kidnappings. There were 2 kids kidnapped
from his grade.
and it turns out it was a buddy of his. He had a father figure.
It was blamed
on his weird guy that adult man that hung out with him.
Like it was kind of a father figure, or like not a father, but like
just like
a friend.
a big brother.
Sure,
just a weird kind of like the weird guy that hangs out with you on the playground.
Aniki.
Sure.
Yeah. And that guy gets accused of the murders, and he remembers like, oh, it was
abductions.
Abductions.
Actually, no, one of them.
No, they are murdered. They murdered. Yeah, they got murdered.
Damn.
Okay.
He's a serial murderer, is what they call him.
Ended up dead.
So, and he's like, oh shit. And then what happens? He goes out with his mom for lunch one day or some whatever fucking bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah.
He gets a whoosh.
He gets
something's
a
wrong
revival
with it.
phenomenon
Revival
happens.
again.
Yes.
And it's
he doesn't really know.
But nothing.
Why.
But nothing horrible seems to happen.
Yeah.
Except his mom notices that. But she doesn't say anything. That it appears that
a guy
was going to kidnap a girl and then didn't kidnap her because she saw them.
Yes.
And then she's like, oh shit, I something's off here. And she takes a photo of the license plate, and she's just thinking about it throughout the day. And she's like, oh fuck, I recognize who that was. I was somebody in our community.
Yes.
And then when she goes home and she's like gonna tell protagonist Kuhn about it, she gets fucking murdered.
Yeah.
In the house.
Stabbed.
Hardcore.
And is bleeding all over the place.
Yep.
And then she's like, oh my god, I was right. And she had left a piece of paper on the counter.
Yes.
Which probably had either the plates or the name of the person or whatever. Some information about it she'd figured out.
Have to find out next episode.
Yes. And
if
that's not going to be next episode.
And the protagonist Fujinuma comes home to find his dead mom, and he goes to like move her body and like wake her up because he's an idiot, and he gets blood all over his hands, and then he gets framed for her murder. Not framed, but he frames himself.
Assumes he's going to be framed, which isn't very smart.
He gets
because
put into custody.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Well, no, they chase after him because obviously, but it wouldn't have been a big of a problem because it obviously wouldn't have been.
Yeah, because they would test how long ago how long she's been dead for.
Yep.
And he would have an alibi because he was at work. Whatever, fuck it.
Whatever.
And
everybody runs.
And then he has a time slip, and he's back to being a child.
In 1988.
Which is fucking
the
awesome.
Rest of the show,
Japan,
the rest of the show took place
nothing
in
nothing but funk
fuck. It's
funk.
It's a fucking so sick. It's so fucking.
I'm gonna follow through with this.
I see. I knew that was gonna happen. So was that like was that a cool thing for you guys?
Fucking banger.
I knew that was gonna happen the whole time.
Absolute banger.
Yeah,
okay.
it was
absolute
fucking
awesome. Banger.
I'm pretty sure the rest of the show takes place with him in 5th grade.
Really?
Yeah,
cool.
I don't think he goes back until later.
Do you think he's gonna stop those?
Or maybe he goes back and forth like it's a time loop.
Is this just gonna be like 12 episodes?
12 or 13, I believe.
Maybe he stops the murders or like figures it out back then. And
the one thing that.
Oh, you mean I think that's why it sent him back then is because that's the earliest point where he can fix the problem.
I know there's only so much you can do in 22 minutes. It's like in a real situation, it's like the cops wouldn't just blame him for the murder. It's like,
But he's a suspect. They would probably.
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
they
they
would
would
obviously-
they'd take him into custody, but they
take him into
wouldn't treat
custody.
him like they did. Where it's like, because a neighbor walked in, saw the dead woman.
They would
and
absolutely
his
take
bloody
him in.
hand.
He's
Prince
the
wouldn't be on that night.
He's the prime sus, bro.
Yeah. Well,
We don't even
for
have
now.
sus,
It's only
'cause
been
the sec with the Mo's got a
they
perfect L.
inspected everything for 30 seconds.
And
But still, it was fucking banger.
fucking. Oh my god!
The whole show-
having no idea what this show was going to be about. Fucking out of
probably
the
The
pretty
whole
cool.
show had
knock
this
that shit right out of the
tone
park.
to it. The show had this tone to it while watching. It's just like the entire time you're watching, something like
It's eerie. It's a
something
very
deep.
eerie
Yeah.
tone, and like it's unnerving, and like
Yeah.
the relationship with the mom is gross, but she's also kind of caring, and it's
She's not bad,
it's weird. It's a weird show. It's subverted my expectations.
Yeah.
And I thought the mom's like, oh, I'm gonna be a bitch, but it turns out she actually really cares about him, and then it's bad. It's a great show. Great first episode. Fucking A.
the characters seem very, normal. Like
Yeah,
the girl is just like she's just a normal girl that works at a pizza place.
Yep.
It's like she's like, yeah,
Except
this is just my friend.
Except
that I work with.
Except she loves this guy who's over 10 years older than her. Who's
She could-
just a lame loser. For
She
no
could
reason.
not possibly know that because he's Japanese. He could very easily be 22.
Except she probably knows.
She absolutely knows. But points.
And he's just kind of a dick to her. Like she tells
doesn't
him, she
care.
always tells him the same joke with like a cute thing, but
Yeah.
then he's just
Like, don't
in
eat
his,
those
in his
pizzas on
head.
the
He's just
way.
like, what? Stop.
Depression.
Depression.
So yeah, it's a good episode. I liked it. It looks
Yeah,
very
it was-
promising.
yeah.
Cool to-
I am certainly interested. That's probably
Same.
my favorite thing. No, it's definitely
Yeah,
my favorite
that's
thing.
that's
I
the
watched.
best.
Yeah,
thing
that's
of the
really.
entire
I can't
season.
really think of anything that approaches it in terms of storytelling quality.
It seems, if I had to rate the first episode, it's a fucking dime. Every
yeah.
moment it was entertaining, and the payoff is great, and every twist and turn had me fucking on the edge of my.
cannot wait to see where it goes.
Because obviously
Read
in
the
the
manga,
flashback, the murderer, you're led to believe the murderer is this weird guy, or like he's being framed for it,
Right.
And that even got me there, and it got me when the fucking mom gets fucking murked, and it got me in the end
God.
when he gets sent back in time, and I thought that was such a fucking sick, nasty fucking scene when he
Yep.
gets. What
the drop.
what an excellent episode,
Yes.
and that's what I have to say about that.
Well,
All
right.
Those were the anime previews.
there's a bunch of shows that we can't talk about because we had to record this early. We can't discuss such great shows
right.
as Dimension W.
Well,
Who knows?
let's not rule it out because you might end up recording something in a bit.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Us?
maybe you should. Or or
Were
I
you
could watch it
planning
and
on-
talk about it because we're talking about Itachi, that Naruto spin-off show. So maybe
You will,
maybe
yeah.
you should do the same for.
Yeah, maybe me and Steven can
Yeah,
do
we can
something.
do a two Weebos sometime.
If we could scrounge up some mics because we're not going to have these ones.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get some bad
I got
mics.
a webcam.
Oh boy! Oh, just wear like a
But-
dumb mask.
but if you
and
actually-
we can do a Skype
The
session.
Guy
Here's the
Fawkes.
thing: if you get a,
Oh man.
do you guys have access to a Rock Band microphone? Because that microphone's actually pretty good.
I don't know.
Connor has one.
Nope.
Borrow
I donated.
Connor's-
I donated all my Guitar Hero things to Goodwill.
Connor, you borrow Connor's Rock Band microphone.
Oh, use that.
I have a mic. It's not a good one, but I think it gets the job done. Like we've talked on Skype.
This is
with that
just an
mic.
addendum. It's gonna be
I
to
don't
the
have
episode
a mic.
anyway. It'll be fine.
Don't have a mic. Okay.
It will be fun.
We'll get you something.
But yeah,
That's a good
PlayStation. I have a microphone.
yes.
All right, we're in business.
So yeah, that's the previews.
We couldn't get everything, but maybe we will.
Maybe-
That's the story so far with this
what,
season.
what comes around goes around.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
That you said that backwards, which is ironic because it's going around and coming around.
I've heard it both ways actually.
Yeah, you have.
No.
Round and round.
You
Goes
spin
around,
me
comes
right
around.
round, baby, right round.
I'll be the roundabout.
Do.
do.
Bound to fall in love. Bound to fall in love.
Wait, I think this actually sounded familiar.
Honey.
Oh man.
All the mother niggas
Close your eyes
playing
and let
when
the
you-
word paint 1,000
damn it.
pictures.
One good girl's
worth
1,000 bitches.
Oh my
Bam.
Just it's so bad.
This
This
that
a
prom
prom
shit.
shit.
This that. Fuck off. Ha. Ha.
You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you got a reputation for yourself now. Everybody knows and I feel left out. Girl, you got me down, you got me stressed out. Cause ever since I left the city, you started wearing less and going out more. Glasses of champagne out on the dance floor. Hanging with some girls I never seen before. You used to call me on my cell phone.